We are halfway into the year, and I know that the last 6 months must have been exciting for you or probably challenging for you. But regardless of what defines your experience, I want you to know that you can still make the next 6 months the best of your year. You see, in the beginning of the year, we all start the year with so much enthusiasm and so much excitement. We set big goals, we create grand plans, and then we make New Year resolutions, countless things we want to change in the new year. But we are in the second half of the year now, and when you look behind, you may feel bothered about how things have been so far. You may feel scared somehow. Sometimes doubt starts creeping in because the year is already coming to an end and you've not made so much progress as regards your goal, and this is another year that will wasted. And as a result, most people lose motivation, most people lose the desire to even take action. I want you to know that it's never too late. In the game of football, you know that the first half doesn't determine how the game will end. The second half is usually a completely new game. So don't let what has happened so far determine what will happen for the rest of the year. Start this second half with new perspective, with new mindset, with new determination to make advancement towards your goal, because it's never too late. You can still achieve what you couldn't achieve in the last 6 months in the next 6 months, but first begin with you applying some strategies. About 5 strategies I'll be sharing shortly. Those strategies will really help you to make the most of the remainder of the year. You can still finish strong. You can still become all you desire this year. This year is never over. I want you to pay attention to these 6 strategies because they will really guide you and help you as you begin the second half of the year 2024. The first thing you must do to maximize the remainder of the year is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a very powerful force that can help you attract and become all you really desire. There's a quote by Eckhart Tolle that so much changed the way I see life. And it says that acknowledging the good things that already exist in your life is the foundation for creating abundance. You see, most of us take what we have for granted. We take the good things that happen to us for granted, and then it drives away the abundance that is supposed to come into our life. I know if you look back in the year, you have experienced so much pain and so much struggles and challenges. But if you look deeply, there's something to be grateful for. No matter how dark things are, there's still light in the midst of the darkness. But in psychology, they call something negativity bias, and it's the propensity for humans to focus on negative things and look down on the positive things. But you must change the way you look at life and the remainder of the year and how life has been so far. All right, you must practice gratitude. Be grateful for what you've been able to achieve so far. Be grateful for the progress you've made so far. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful for the things that have happened to you. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful for your friends. Be grateful for your work. Be grateful for regardless of how difficult the year has been so far, there is always something to be grateful for. And if you are grateful enough, you see, it opens the door to abundance. In fact, gratitude is the right mindset, is the right frame to start or begin the second half of the year. All right. If you keep complaining, you see more troubles. But if you focus on the positive things, you see more positive things. All right. So the first thing you must do to maximize or make the most of the remainder of the year is to practice gratitude. Be grateful. There's something to be grateful for. All right. And if you look deep enough, you surely find something to be grateful for. So an action plan you can do as regards this is to write down 10 things you are grateful for. You can even write down 20 because you always find it if you look deep enough, because it creates the right state of mind and the right mind frame, okay, to plan and prepare for the remainder of the year. So write 10 things to 20 things that you are indeed grateful for that's happened, no matter how little it is. It may be a gift given to you by someone. It may be an health issues you experienced but survived. Just find something to be grateful for, no matter how little it is. The next thing you must do is to review. You see, I do tell people that the first step towards change is awareness. For you to change anything in your life, you must first be aware of what needs to change. You can't just begin the second half of the year without reviewing how the year has been so far, to find out what worked and what didn't work, to find out the areas of improvement that needs to be made, to find out what needs to be focused on, what you need to see as priority. But all this will come in the place of reviewing. All right, don't just start the second half without reviewing how the first half has been. So it's time for you to review. Check out, assess your progress so far, understand what worked and what didn't work. This helps you realign your goals and strategies for the remainder of the year. If you know what happened before, you cannot know, okay, I must not try this again, I shouldn't try this again. So reviewing your last 6 months will help you prepare and help you maximize the remainder of the year. It will avoid you doing the same thing and expecting things to be different, which is definition of insanity. Some of the action points I want you to do is that list out your achievement in the first half of the year. I tried this and I discovered that despite the fact that I felt I've not done as much as I wanted to do, I've actually achieved a lot. But I wouldn't have known if I didn't list down those achievements. So list down, look at January, February, March, April, May, review or list out those things you've been able to achieve so far. List it out. And then the next thing you must do is that note the goals that you didn't achieve. There are things that you didn't achieve at all. Identify why you didn't achieve it. Because knowing the why will help you prepare for the remainder of the year. Alright, so look at the goals you didn't achieve and ask yourself, why didn't I achieve it? Why did I make progress in line with these goals? And the third thing you must do is that assess your habits and routines. Don't forget, beyond your goal, beyond your plans, habits and routines determines how far you even go, because habits are what you do, and what you do determine what you achieve or who you become. There are habits that have hindered you from achieving your goal. There are routines, probably things you didn't do, that is hindering you from achieving your goal or making progress in line with your goal. In this review process, that's where you discover those things. I like those things. Be aware of those things so that you can create change for the remainder of the year. What contributed to your great wins? Those things you achieved, what contributed to your success in those things? Those things you failed at, what contributed to the failure? So those are the things you must assess, okay, review those things as you prepare for the remainder of the year. The third thing you must do is to set goals. Goals give you direction. Goals give you something to focus on. And it's another opportunity to look at the goals you had before, to reassess those goals. Some of the goals you had before, they are no longer relevant because you've spent the last 6 months pursuing them and you have come to discover that this is actually not what I want to pursue. Is this second half of the year that you must now reassess those goals and tell yourself, is this something that I still want to pursue? Is this something that I really still desire? So the second half of the year is when you set goals, okay? Either make those goals, readjust those goals, either become more flexible with some of those goals, either setting new goals. It's time for you to set goals. All right, give the remainder of the year a direction in your health, in your finances, in your career, in your business, in your relationships, in your spiritual life. Look at different areas of your life, okay, and set new goals. Okay, don't forget, those new goals can mean the previous goals you'll not be able to achieve. It can mean realigning or reassessing those goals and resetting them, or probably even setting completely new goals. But this second half of the year is when you do that. And don't forget, when you are setting goals, your goals must be smart, they must be specific. It's not enough to say you want to become more healthy. Tell yourself, what must I do to become more healthy? Is it I must change my diet? Is it I must go to the gym? And know how often you go. Like, assess those things, all right? Set new goals, and your goals must be smart, measurable, achievable, also relevant to your life, and most importantly, time bound. Most of us, we couldn't achieve our goals so far because we don't have a deadline for it. Like, there's no time frame for it, and that's why it's just open, and then we are not able to achieve it. So it's time for you to set new goals, set new compass. And most time I advise that you just set about 6 goals. Don't set more than 6 goals because we just have 6 months in the year. So set relevant goals, 6 goals that you know that when it's achieved, it will really be a great year for you. The fourth thing you must do to make the most of the remainder of the year is to create an action plan. A goal without a plan is just mere wish, and most people just have wishes. They want to make more money, they want to get a new job, learn a new skill, but no action plan on how to achieve it. The action plan you create is what marks the difference between whether you achieve your goal or not. So create an action plan. An action plan is just a detailed step, a detailed plan on how you want to achieve whatever goal you have. So out of those 6 goals you've set for the remainder of the year, ask yourself, what is the 3 most important goals that when this is achieved, it will really make me look back and say this is a successful year for me. So what is the 3 most important goals? The goals may be in line with your finances, it may be in line with your health, it may be in line with your relationships. Just highlight the 3 most important goals out of those 6 goals you set for the remainder of the year, and then create a solid action plan for it. Your action plan must have step-by-step process, step-by-step things you must do in line with that goal and with deadlines. So break down that goals for the next 6 months into monthly goals, things you must do every month. Okay, this month, what must I do to make progress in line with this goal? Break it down again to weekly goal. What must I do this week to make progress in line with those goals? And also break it down into a daily goal. What must I do today, starting right now, to make progress in line with that goals? So break your goals into smaller steps. Create an action plan. List the steps involved. Add a deadline. And most time you must probably don't forget having a new strategy, not doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So you may need an accountability partner, you may need a coach, whatever you need to make progress in line with that goal. That's part of the action plan. List those things down and find ways to start to begin immediately. Whatever you see ahead, you must always find expression in what you do daily, because at the end of the day, the next 6 months is determined by what you do every single day. The fifth thing you must do to make the most of the remainder of the year is that you must be disciplined. Discipline is the ability to do something regardless of how you feel. Most people have big goals, but it's not about the desire for big goals or to achieve great things. The most thing is that, are you disciplined enough to work towards this achievement? Don't forget, the last 6 months have proved that you are going to face challenges, you are going to face obstacles on the way. But a disciplined person will find a way around this obstacle and not just see obstacle as a reason to give up or lose hope. So you must ensure that the remainder of the 6 months, you must be disciplined. You must do things regardless of how you feel. As long as it's in line with your goal, you must be ready to do it. I tell people this, okay, that do what is necessary, not what is convenient. Most of your goals are big, most of the goals are great, and you can't do or achieve those things without being disciplined. But this next 6 months, you must give it all it takes. You must ensure that you work towards it regardless of how you feel. It won't be easy, as the last 6 months have proved. You must start this 6 months, the next 6 months, with a new mindset that regardless of what it takes, regardless of how I feel, I will go towards this goal. Do what is necessary, not what is convenient. I believe the 5 strategies I've shared so far will really help you or guide you as you begin the second half of the year. Remember, the game is never over in the first half. The second half is a completely new and different game. Review the past few last 6 months, and based on the lessons you draw from it, prepare and plan for the remainder of the 6 months. You can still make the rest of the year the best of your year. And today is a great time to begin.